Hi everybody, I'm Mavis, and pardon me, this is my first YouTube video. So I decided to do this video because I just did my DNP interview this morning, and I was coming through like online looking for some pointers to help me with this interview, and it was pretty difficult to find anything. So I decided I would do this video to help anyone out there who um, it's going for this interview. So this is the University of Cincinnati Doctor of Nursing Practice in Healthcare Administration Leadership. So my interview was at 10:30. Of course, I got there an hour early because I didn't want any forms of distraction that would cause me to be late. So I waited in the lobby for like an hour, and when it was exactly 10:30, they came to meet me in the lobby and sent me to the conference room. So there were two people who were the program coordinators. Um, I think one was actually the program coordinator, and one was a professor in the program or something like that. I'm not sure. I cannot really remember. Um, of course, I was nervous. So the first question was um, to describe myself and also to describe my education and experiences working as a nurse. So I kind of work my way down from where I started college, right, up to where I'm working now. So I explained that one. And the next question was why I chose the um, University of Cincinnati DNP program. And of course, that was the easiest one of the questions because I was an undergrad there and I decided to go back. So my answer to that was I did my undergrad here. I liked the program, and I decided to come back for my graduate program. The third question was let me see if I can remember. Oh yeah, the third question was why I chose the DNP program, not why I chose UC, but why I decided to do the DNP in healthcare administration. So I gave my answer as well, I wanted to be in a leadership position. I also wanted to teach. So I decided to go that route because I know very soon it's going to be a requirement. So I wanted to just go ahead and get it done. So that was the answer to that question. And also, I let them know I was in the process of applying to get the certification for the nursing education in the UC. So I told them about that. And the next question was let me see. Um, It was kind of worded weirdly. She asked me if I've looked at the curriculum, um, and I said, yeah, of course. And she asked if I understood the curriculum. I mean, the core courses and the elective courses. Of course, I didn't really think about it. I didn't think they were going to ask me any question about that, so I didn't do much research into that. So immediately I told them, oh, that was one of the questions I was going to ask after the interview. So throughout the interview, I was thinking about core and elective, how I'm going to articulate at the end of the interview. So the next question was that one was also worded weirdly, not weirdly, but I'm not sure if I gave the best answer to it or like if I didn't. I mean I did my best, but I'm not sure if my answer was right. But it was have what do you expect to do with the DNP degree? Like, what projects are you looking forward to do once you obtain the DNP? Do you have any like projects in mind that you look to do? So I kind of gave them, how I'm hoping to. Um, I honestly I can't remember what I said, but like that was the question. Hopefully, it helps you. It gives you like enough time to prepare, um, your the right answer for it. And yeah, I'm not sure I answered it correctly, but yeah, it is what it is. The next one, she went ahead and asked me, have I had any projects in the past that I would like to share? And I talked about my senior capstone project where we did a heroin addiction project and taught a couple of high school students about heroin addiction. I um, let them know like how we provided resources that was available to them if they feel like they are going to be heroin addicts, or if they feel like they are being pressured into the addiction, or even if they're like already tried the heroin, the resources that was available onto them. So I told them about that. um and also there was one question that was let me see. Oh, she asked me about a difficult situation that I used my nursing judgment, or like I and how I resolved it. So that was one of the questions, and of course we are nurses, so this will be like this will also be one of the easiest questions to ask because we encounter a lot of crazy every day. So I kind of gave them one crazy scenario that I encountered and how I resolved that situation. She also asked me about, there was one question that I really struggled with. Oh yeah, she said, so let's say you have graduated and you are working in a facility with your DNP. How are you, like, what are some of the things that you are going to do as a doctor of nursing practice to help the growth of your facility? And that was one that I kind of struggled with. But the answer I gave was, well, let's say I've graduated and I'm working in a hospital, like say as a nursing chief nursing officer. So let's say I've graduated and I'm working as a chief nursing officer. So I'll be kind of in charge of all the nurses as well as like the managers in the various units. So my one of my goals will be how to make our nurses happy, because it's not just about hiring people. It's about being able to maintain your staff, and we the measures that can be put in place to retain these staff, because if the nursing staff is not retained, and they are not happy and they keep leaving and we keep hiring people, it's going to put a financial burden on the facility. So that would be one of my main focus, to see the best way we can retain our nursing staff. So that was how I answered it. I'm not sure if I answered it right or if I didn't answer it right, but the question was, suppose you are working as a DNP, um, what is one thing that you would do like that will help the growth of your facility? So that is, another thing you can think about, and that is another thing you can work on, answering these questions. And excuse me, I think the final one was I'm sure there was one more, but I don't think I remember. Let me see. I already talked about a difficult time. Um, yeah, there was one question. Where do you see yourself 5 years after graduation, not 5 years from now, but 5 years after you've graduated from the DNP program. So you got to like think about, oh, what do I want to do? Like it's kind of like your long-term goal because the program itself is going to take like 3 to 4 years. And then 5 years more is going to be like 9 years. So basically, where you see yourself in the next 9 years. So you know, kind of start thinking about where you want your career like to where I think at that time you'll be at the peak of your career and where you want to be at that time. Unfortunately, that is personal to me, so I cannot share it with you. But that was one of the questions that I was asked. So the final question was, there are so many applicants. Why should we choose you? Of course, this is the time you get to brag. This is the time you get to tell them your strength, why you are the best candidate for the position, for the nursing program. So just kind of look at some positive qualities that you have and kind of let them know. Course, I told them I am driven, I am focused, and I like learning new things. So this will be, and of course, I am a very, 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 very great addition to nursing as a whole. So that is what I told them. It's kind of like, telling them basically about your positive qualities. So that was my DNP interview at the University of Cincinnati. I hope it helps someone. Until next time, bye.